Okay, the reason I had to stop because I want to show you the calculator, the scientific calculator. All right, so this is the continuation of part 3. This is where we left. All right, tangent of 31 degrees. Now, in mathematics, in trigonometry, these are trigonometric functions. We need to get a value for this, for the tangent of 31. It has a numerical value. And so we need to get that value right here. I'm going to put a marker. Okay. And this, and just bring it down all this. So in order for us to solve for x, I need a numerical value right here. Where are we going to get that number from? Now, I know that if you don't have a scientific calculator with you and you only have your phone, I don't know if you saw, I'm going to show now the image of the screen right here on the computer. So let me zoom in a little bit. I'm going to attach the link in the assignment. I don't know if you can see this link to this calculator right here, the one that says Desmos. I think this is the best one, so I'm going to click on the link for the calculator right here. All right, and here's the calculator. Okay, this is scientific calculator. Now, I'm sure you have seen these functions in your calculators before. Do you see right here the tangent? All right, let me zoom in a little bit. But I know, remember, you're looking at the screen, so that's why you see these lines. So you're gonna choose the tangent ratio, okay? And you see how it appears right here? So what is the value that we have for the tangent? 31 degrees. So you type 31 degrees right here. 31, and you click enter. But actually the answer is already here. You see it? You see that number? 0.600860619. Okay, this is the calculator that you're going to be using as a scientific calculator. I saw several of them, but this is the best one that I found. So I'm going to copy that number, and now let me go back to the paper. And remember, we're just going to be using 4 decimals. So we're going to copy the number 0.600. This one is 0.60086. So I'm going to round this, the 4th decimal, to a 9. All right. So now let's take it from here. How do we solve for x? If you remember your algebraic operations, how do you solve for a letter that is dividing? For a variable that is dividing. If it's dividing, what's the opposite? They will divide it out. Multiply. You multiply here and you multiply here. Okay, so see how I multiply for x on this side, and then if I multiply on this side, I also have to multiply over here. Okay, so now the x is multiplying this number. These two, what happens with these two? They cross out, and now you have 0.6009 times x equals 17. Remember, these two are multiplying. Then what do you do to solve for x? How do you get rid of this number that is multiplying? Again, you divide 0.6009, but if you divide on this side, you divide on this side over here. 0.6009. These two divide out, and x equals, let's just put this on the calculator, 17. You can use the calculator that you already have with you and just divide. Let me show you right here. 17. This was center, and I'm just going to use the calculator. Let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. 17 divided by point, you can use the keyboard, 0.6009. Enter. And you already see an answer right there. You see it? 28.29. And that's the answer. X equals, let me put it over here and zoom in, 28.29. Let me go back a little bit. All right, and this is your answer. I can't find my marker. Okay, this is the answer right here. This is the value of x. X equals, right here, we have it right here. X equals 28.29. Now, in this operation in algebra, you can follow these steps, or there's a little trick. If the letter is on the bottom, I'm going to write it again over here. This is the complete step. This is the complete algebraic process of solving for x when the x is dividing. This is the other method, a shortcut. Write it down. I'm going to write the operation again. Tangent of 31 degrees equals 17 over x. We already know that this number is 0.6009 equals 17 over x. Let me find my yellow highlighter. I don't know what happened to it. Okay, never mind. It disappeared. All right, so the x, this is the one that we're solving for. And this is just a shortcut, okay? The explanation for this shortcut is actually right here, all right? If the letter is in the bottom, we're going to play a magic trick. You just switch places. You interchange these two. You change the x for this one, and this one takes the place of the x. And it makes it simpler. So I'm going to move the x over here. The 17 remains where it is. And then this one goes to the bottom, 0.6009. And again, you just divide 17 over 0.6009 and it gives you 28.29. Okay, so again, this is a shortcut. So whichever method you understand better, you can apply. All right, let's go to the applied problem. Look at this problem right here. You already took the time, you already copied this instruction, and you can just make a sketch. This is a lighthouse, but basically they want you to look at this triangle right here. Find the height right here of the lighthouse to the nearest foot. So this is an applied problem, okay? This is a lighthouse. Let's say you're standing right here. Like, remember what I told you before? You know that you're 100 feet away from the center of the lighthouse, and somehow you measure the angle and you have an angle of 62. Let me zoom in a little bit here. You have an angle of 62 degrees, and you want to know the height of the lighthouse. All right, so again, they're giving us, I need to find that yellow marker. I don't know what happened to it. Found it. Okay, so again, we're looking at this angle right here. So what do we use? How do we find the height? Okay, we can't use the Pythagorean theorem because we don't know the hypotenuse. They're giving you the angle and they're giving you this. So you're going to say, all right, based on my position, I know that this, the height, is the opposite, And I know that this length right here is the adjacent side to this angle. Adjacent to the angle of 62 degrees is the adjacent, which is 100 feet, and opposite to the 62 degrees will be the height of the lighthouse. So we're going to write tangent of 62 degrees equals opposite over adjacent. What is the opposite? Based on this picture, the height of the lighthouse. What is the adjacent? Based on this picture, the adjacent measures 100 feet. Okay, so we're going to write the algebraic operation. Tangent of 62 degrees equals height over 100 feet. So again, we need a number for the tangent of 62. So I'm going to use the calculator that we have over here. So I'm going to type over here, and I'm not going to show the screen. Remember, you just have to put tangent of 62 right here. I already typed it. I don't know if you can see it. Tangent of 62 gives us 1.8807. This number right here is equivalent to 1.8807, and this equals height over 100 feet. Okay, so we're solving for x. I'm sorry, for h. We're solving for h. So this time, what do we do? If we're solving for h, algebraically, if this one is over here on the top and you want to cross it out, what do? You divide by h. You divide by h. You divide everything by h. That way you can cancel out the letter. If it's over here multiplying, you divide. That way these two cross out. Sorry, let me go back a little bit. Ignore this step. Cross it out. I don't want to make it any more complicated. I'm going to do it over here. 1.8807 equals h over 100. Okay, I got my wires crossed there a little bit. We're solving for h. So what is in the way? What do we want to get rid of? We want to get rid of the 100. What is the 100 doing? Dividing. So what is the opposite of dividing? Multiplying. So we're going to multiply by 100. Multiply over here by 100. Okay, I ran out of space, but here's the multiplication. Here's the multiplication. Okay, I'm going to write it over here. So 100 times 1.8807 equals, what happens with 100 and 100? They cross out. You're left with h. And now just multiply these two numbers. 100 times, I'm doing the multiplication over here on the side on the calculator, 1.8807. And it gives me the height is 188.07. And this is the answer. Okay. And the units are in feet. 188.07 feet. All right. So this is how we use the tangent. I think we need to practice these ones a little bit more. So tomorrow we'll do another guided practice, because 2 exercises of these are not enough. You need to practice getting the tangent and solving for either the opposite or the adjacent. All right. So these are the first 2 examples. Tomorrow we'll do more examples, and that way you do the independent and we'll have a quiz. All right? Okay, bye.